What's up, YouTube? Welcome. That was weird. I haven't done a video in a while because, is this lighting okay? I look pale now, right? Bad. It looks way better. I haven't filmed in a while because we recently moved. About a month ago we moved into a new apartment, and in that same time period I got 2 new jobs. So the Legree studio that I started instructing at, it's a fitness studio for those of you who don't know. I started doing that like a while back. Recently, within the last like few months, I've actually started to like work there a lot, like almost every day except the weekends. I work at a nursing job, so my weekends are like completely tied up, and then during the week I actually do have a lot of free time, but I just haven't known what to post, and I just felt kind of like insecure posting like stuff because I don't even know if anyone's watching. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna post this video because it's something that I really think like a lot of people will use and a lot of people can benefit from it. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. I have to like hunch down because my tripod isn't big enough, like it's not tall enough, so if I look hunchy, that's why. It's really bothering me though, so I'm gonna try to fix it. I don't like it. I have a good idea. I'm just gonna move this back. So many yeses. I can't take it. Okay, so just a little bit of background I wanted to like tell you about, just so you're not making this rice and just taking my word for it like, oh, this is how you make it and magically the carbs are cut in half. Like, no. I know I wanted to do my research about this, so I wanted to share it with you. So I basically took the work out of it for you, since I'm going to tell you everything that I taught myself. I need to change. I need to move because this is really bothering me. Sorry, I had to come back down here because it was too much hunching over there, and it's super bad for your posture. Like, I've been trying to get my posture in check. So basically I have been researching this scientist who came up with a way to cook certain starches. He found that by using a certain cooking and cooling method, he could cut the calories in half, which is huge. Let's just get right into it. I'll tell you how to do it, and then I'll show you how to do it later. I'll just go over really quickly like what I learned, and if you don't want to listen to it, you can just fast forward. But I personally like the like science aspect of how and why like foods affect our bodies and stuff like that. So this is just like how and why the experiment like worked. So if you're into that sort of thing, keep watching. If you're not, like skip ahead to the cooking part. Skip ahead. In 1 cup of rice, there's 47 grams of carbs. Broken down, these carbs contain 1.5 grams of fiber. The rest of those carbs are called starch. Furthermore, starch can be broken down into resistant starch and non-resistant starch. Non-resistant starch is the thing that gets broken down into the glucose. So it causes like that spike in our blood sugar. I think I just spit, but I get really excited. Resistant starches are like almost, I don't want to say the good kind of the good kind of starch, but resistant starches are a little bit better and easier for our body to handle. These resistant starches act like a dietary fiber, and anyone who knows anything about fiber knows that our body can't break down some types of fiber, so therefore it just kind of goes right through us. It doesn't cause like a spike in our insulin, it doesn't affect our blood sugar. We just ingest it and then it's gone. And resistant starches, this is like the huge thing that causes that like calorie deficit or the calorie change. So resistant starches only have 2 calories per gram. So what does this even have to do with cooking our rice? After you boil the water for your rice, scientists have discovered that if you add some type of lipid oil or any other fat source to the water after it's been boiled, oil chemically reacts with an ingredient in the rice, like it bonds together, so it's the reaction. It causes the starch to turn into a resistant starch. And then after that, we have to cool the rice for 12 hours. So you cook the rice with the oil, the boiling water, and then you take it, you put it directly in the refrigerator and you cool it for at least 12 hours. By doing this, the rice structure is changed even further into a resistant starch. Basically, if this made no sense to you, because it didn't make sense to me at first either, I had to like seriously research, read it. But basically, broken down into layman's terms, the oil mixed with the water chemically binds with the rice, and then the cooling process changes the starch into a resistant fiber. And the resistant fiber can't be absorbed by our body, therefore less calories are absorbed by our body. Now we are going to cook the rice. So you just cook the rice. I'm like really blurry. This camera sucks at focusing like on me. But basically just cook the rice by the package. So this package, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice. So I'm gonna do 2 cups of water. And boil it. Okay, so it's boiling, so I'll just show you what to do next. So you're just gonna take your coconut oil, and since we're making a cup of rice, I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. So you can do like a pretty solid tablespoon, and carefully, because it's gonna be hot. And actually, I just like to put the spoon right in there and just melt it right off. Perfect! Okay, now 1 cup of brown rice. We're gonna put it in there like so. And then mix it up a little bit. We're gonna bring it back to a boil, and then we're gonna cover it. Oh shoot, do I have a cover for this pot? Oh yes, I do. Oh, don't you just hate when that happens? So it's boiling again, so I'm gonna cover it. I like cooking rice in small pots because it just boils so fast. And then we just cook it regularly. Literally, it's that easy. So this rice cooks for how many minutes? 25 to 30, so 25. I like my rice crunchy sometimes, but then sometimes I also like a little bit gooey, you know what I'm saying? It's just all about the day. It just depends on my mood. Alright, so the rice is done. Okay, so the rice is done and it's on my floor now, but I just wanted to show you guys the next step. So all you do is put the rice in a container. And I always sneak a bite because it's so good. Cover it. Cover that bad boy. And final step. Into the fridge it goes. And that's it. And there's rice all over my floor. I'll have my butler pick it up later. So I guess the reason I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm so excited about this is because I figured, like, if we can do this with rice, like, are we going to be able to do this with like pasta and breads and like quinoa and like all these other carb sources? Because like I'm so passionate about our country like getting healthier as a whole. Like obesity in children is rising every single day, and if we could manufacture starches like carbs and stuff to be less calories for the same amount of food, because these foods are so cheap and so available, if we could figure out a way to do that, so many families would be like so much healthier, and it would just benefit like the children of this country. I personally think it would be a huge step in the right direction. I hope you liked that video. I hope it was very informational and educational, because that's what I'm all about, and I will be putting more videos out soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that.